So when you're ready, go ahead and just start to get comfortable in the chair. Yeah, so let yourself get situated. There you go. Yeah, the chicken noodle. Yeah. There you go. And then just fidget around any way you need to, adjust your hair, adjust your clothing, or maybe you want to just take a few natural stretches before settling in, we can do that. And then just find a relaxed position in the chair, finding a spot where your feet. Bring your hands and start softening through the expression. Maybe you can soften the eyes closed. If that doesn't feel natural yet, you can soften it down. Start allowing for a space between the back teeth, softening through the jaw. Take a big breath in. Exhale, let it go. And again, inhale. Exhale, release. Once more, big breath in. Exhale, let it all go. Now just taking this time to catch up with yourself. Hopefully a few deep breaths just help to quiet the mind just that much more and soften the muscles just a little bit. So now just taking the time to notice how you're starting your practice without judgment, without thinking, oh, my shoulders are always tight, I need to really work on pressing them down. Don't worry about why or what needs to be done to fix it at the moment, just notice. Where you're holding any discomfort or tightness, stiffness. Lots of reasons there could be, but just notice right now. Notice inside the body, stomach in the chest. Notice any excess energy, fingers and the toes wiggling. Maybe the hands trying to grip onto each other or grip onto your thighs. Soften just slightly. Just start noticing the moment that you're in. Starting to use all five senses to experience the now. Feel the floor underneath your feet or underneath your shoes. Feel all the socks on your feet. Maybe give your toes a little wiggle. Feel the support of the chair underneath you. The air around you. The oxygen flowing in and out of the lungs. Just noticing that everything around you is here to support you, to hold you. And just starting to notice anything that you can smell or taste. Noticing the sounds around you. Allowing them to become part of your meditation. The sound of your own breath, the sounds in the room and outside the room. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Again, nice big deep breath in. And exhale, release. Once more, filling up and letting go. Now just bringing your thoughts or your focus to your thoughts and your emotions that you are bringing into your practice with you. Starting to just notice if there's any tension in the way you feel emotionally, any sense of peace, any stress, any nervousness. Again, just noticing, not judging or being harsh with yourself. Just observe, acknowledge, and accept for now. And as we go through our practice, we'll just see how much we can soften through the muscles, through the breath, through the thoughts and the focus. Just setting an intention today to flow, allowing your practice to come to you easily, and anything that you have to force, just allowing that to soften. So just coming into positions that feel comfortable to you. Allowing ease into your practice today. Once again, taking another full breath in. Exhale, let go. Full breath in. Exhale, release. Once again, big full breath in. And exhale, letting go. When you're ready, we're going to get started with our neck roll. So on your next inhale, think about lengthening through the spine, growing the top of the head to the ceiling, stretching the spine up tall. Exhale, we'll drop the chin to the chest. Inhale brings you to ear over shoulders. Exhale down through center. And inhale up to the opposite side, matching your breath. So very gently, just easing yourself into your practice with this exercise. Starting to let the tension melt away from the shoulders and the neck. Customizing, honoring what your body's asking for, maybe pausing, maybe doing some full circles. Whatever feels good to you. Inhale carries you up, and exhale lowers you down. Just allowing the breath to carry the movement. Shoulders right over the hips, parallel to the ground. Allowing that opposition to be created, to release through the neck and shoulders. One of the first places we go to store all of our tension and stress. Just allowing the breath to guide you. Inhale as you come up, exhale as you lower down. Few more breaths here, just meditating inward, observing what you find without judgment. Excuse me, sorry. Thank you. When you're ready, we'll come to rest with the chin to the chest. You can place the hand on the back of the head if you need an extra stretch. And hold it here. Nice big inhale, take it back to center. Exhale to the opposite side, ear over shoulder. You can place the hand on the head again here if you want to. And then if you want to add on further, maybe extend that arm in the opposite direction. And then inhale into center. Exhale, switching sides. Add that hand if you'd like. And reach the arm away. If you want to add on further, just creating that tension through that side of the body. And inhale back to center. Great. Hands to the knees. We'll come to our seated cat and cow. Inhale as you come forward to your cow. Exhale, cat. Flowing with your breath. Just getting into the spine here. Going from the neck and the shoulders down to the shoulders, middle spine, and low back, as well as the front of the body, the chest, the ribs, stretching through the stomach, following with your breath. And you can pause at any time, take a few deep breaths in one position if you need to or want to. And then switching to circles, inhale across the front, exhale across the back. Flowing with your breath, finding those little positions that feel good to you today. And reverse direction when you're ready. Inhale forward, exhale back. Great. And inhale, coming up tall. We'll relax the hands down by our sides. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hands to heart center. A few more. Inhale. Relaxing the shoulders down as you lengthen through the spine. Exhale. Good. And again. Inhale up. Exhale, we'll bring the hands behind the head. Seated cat and cow here. So inhale, arch forward. Exhale, tuck. Nice and gentle with the neck. Matching your breath. Good. Let's do one more round here. Inhale, grow tall. When you're ready, exhale, elbow to the ceiling. Either side is fine. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, switch. Inhale, center. One more time if you can. Inhale, center. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale, release the hands. Shake it out. Let's come to our forward fold here. So inhale, lengthening through the spine. Exhale, gently starting to come over towards the thighs. Staying up on the elbows or dropping all the way down. You can keep the head supported or let it go. Whatever's going to feel best in your body today. And just take a few moments to imagine any heaviness that you're carrying around. Just drop onto the floor, rolling off the arms, rolling off the head, dissolving on the carpet. Just leaving all that heaviness here in your practice. Find your breath. And just let the pose do its work here. Softening with every exhale. Releasing through the low back, the hip flexors, the shoulders, and the neck. Adjusting as often as you need to. Just meditating on the sensations in the body that you find in this pose. If anything gets to be too intense, remember you can always come up for a break. A good way to know if a stretch is too intense is if your breath starts to get shorter and choppier. Sometimes it's hard to know. Stretching can be a little uncomfortable, but that's part of it. But if it gets to the point where it's hard to keep the breath even, that's a good indication that you might have gone a little faster than you needed to. So just pay attention to those signals in the body. Let's take one more big breath in. Exhale, slowly start to come on up. Take your time. And when you get to the top, no rush. Just do any kind of movements you want to. Some shoulder rolls or neck rolls. Just kind of shake it off and let the sensation sink in. Great. And then when you're ready, growing tall, dropping the hands. Inhale, bringing the hands up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, tall. Exhale, twist. Opposite elbow across to the knee. Either side is fine. And then you can bring your gaze up to the ceiling if that's comfortable. Inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, other side, same thing. Great. Inhale, center. Exhale, switch. Inhale, center. And last one, exhale, switch. Pressing top into the bottom one. Inhale, center. And exhale, release. Great. Now just a few twists side to side here. The arms are just going to come up and down as we twist. So we're going to inhale, bring it up. Exhale, hands come down. One arm will just reach across to the opposite knee. Either one is fine. Inhale over the shoulder. And then inhale, back up. Exhale, twist. Opposite side. Great. We'll just go side to side here. Inhale. And exhale. And exhale. Once more each direction. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Great. Inhale, center. Exhale, hands to the heart. Take a breath in. And exhale, release. We're going to come into our pigeons. Right leg first, so you can cross at the ankles for the modification or do the full pose, ankle on the knee. Take your time. When you're ready, we'll inhale, lengthen. Exhale, melting forward. Good. Again, finding a comfortable spot here. Being mindful of your breath, allowing it to stay deep. And then find some softness in the shoulders, in the hands, in the jaw. Find your breath. Just hold and let the pose do its work. Enjoy that feeling of stress and heaviness leaving the body from one of the bigger muscles here in the hips. Every exhale, just find a little bit more softness. Observing the sensation. Acknowledging what you feel where. Maybe sending the breath into the back of the body, kind of feeling a stretch through the shoulders as you inhale. Softening as you exhale. Few more breaths here. Remember to adjust as needed. If the breath starts to get choppy, maybe you need a rest. Stay focused on the breath. You can keep the head supported just like in your forward fold, or you can drop all the way forward. Depends on what feels good to you today. We'll take one more big breath in. Exhale, slowly start to work your way back up. Great. We'll release that leg. We'll go right to the other side. So you can flex and point the foot, circle up the ankle. And then other side, when you're ready, modification, cross the ankles or the full pose. Ankle release. When you're ready, now lengthen. Exhale, melt. Find your breath. Notice differences from one side to the other. Find your breath and find some softness. Relax through the shoulders, the jaw, the hands. couple deep breaths. Every exhale, just letting go of a little bit more tension. Maybe it feels good to just hold in stillness, or maybe you kind of rock side to side as you hold. And just seeing how that changes the sensation. And then just observing, noticing how this feels in the body. A few more breaths here, just staying present. Meditating on your observations using all of your five senses. Let's take one more big breath in. Exhale, start to work your way up. Great. Nice and slow. Oh, go ahead and release that leg. Flex and point the foot, circle up the ankle. Okay, we'll go into our little hip circles here. So just taking hold of the knee, either one is fine. Circling it out. Big circles, small circles, whatever you want to do. Right. And reversing direction. Good. And then hold it here. And we're just gonna do this little cat spine. So we're kind of rounding forward, kind of pressing the knee into the hands to get a nice stretch between the shoulder blades. Holding here for a moment, big stretch in, or big breath in, sorry. Exhale, let it go. Good. All right, release, same thing, other side. Circling out the knee, take your time. Reverse direction. And then kind of pressing the knee into the hands or rounding the shoulders forward. Great. Nice stretch kind of between the shoulder blades, backs of the shoulders. One more big breath in. And exhale, let go. Let's just do some little release for the neck and the arms here. So we're just going to do our little, warm up our hands a little bit. Okay. And then when you feel ready, just simply placing them both on the sides, just using the warmth from your hands to help to just soften through the muscles, release, just kind of working your way down any areas that might be tight, all the way down to the collarbone. And then just starting again, we'll do this a couple times. Just bringing some more into those muscles that can get tight here. Bringing the hands to the neck, working your way down. Great. All the way to the collarbone, and then starting again. Good. Nice and gentle. Working your way down slowly. Good. Let's do this once more. Good. And then just same thing. Pressing gently. Breathing good. All the way down. Great. Now from here, just taking the hands to the back of the neck at the base, And just gently kind of pulling the fingers up slowly. So just a little massage here, releasing through the bigger muscles in the back of the body. Great. Using the breath. Allowing the shoulders to stay relaxed, even though they're doing a little bit of work. Good. One more big breath in. And then exhale, release the hands. Good. And then we'll just release the hands from that work. So just taking one thumb and kind of just stroking along the palm where the fingers kind of connect. You can go as hard or soft as you like. If it hurts, don't do it.
It's hot, don't touch it,
Right. Good. And then when you're ready, just a little release for each finger. We're just going to kind of pinch all the way up. Pinch and you can pull too if that feels good. If it doesn't, again, don't do it, but just do it feels good here. Good. And we'll do that a couple times. Do all 5. Okay, and then moving on to the arm here. So just kind of taking the arm in one hand and then not squeezing too hard. We're gonna kind of let the skin stay in the hand while we twist the bone underneath, if that makes sense. So you can kind of feel the bone twisting, the skin kind of just stays in the same spot. Working your way down very, very gently. We'll do that a couple times too. So just up under the elbow, all the way to the wrist. And then you can shake that out. We'll move on to the other side. So you can just kind of stir the palm. You can press hard or just be super, super soft with it, whatever feels best to you. Right under the fingers here. And then working your way to each finger, just a little squeeze all the way down. A few times when you finish, just restart. And finishing brush. And you're finished with that. Just taking the hand around the wrist, working your way up or down. I think we work our way down this time, so let's take it. And then just twisting. When you're done, just bring the palms, hands into the lap, relax the shoulders, close the eyes for a second, and take a few breaths here. Deep breath in, fill up, and exhale, release. Big breath in, fill the lungs. Exhale, let it go. Once more, inhale. And exhale, release. Dropping the hands to your sides. When you feel ready, we'll do a few sun breaths or chair pose. You can always sit or stand if you'd rather, but we'll inhale, take it up. And exhale, bring it back down to the chair. keeping the toes pointing forward, trying to keep the knees over the toes. Inhale. Exhale, coming down. Inhale up. Stay on your feet this time. Exhale, hands to heart center. You can hold the hands here or bring them down by your sides, whatever feels best to do. And just take a moment. Feel your feet on the floor. Pressing both feet down evenly. Toes and heels, left and right. Feel your chest rise and fall. Just feel yourself here in this moment. Taking up space, breathing. And just notice any sensations in the body. Check in with yourself. Notice any differences from when you started your meditation at the beginning of our practice. Now, maybe some of the tension is starting to release. Just observing without judgment. If there's still any tightness, to work on softening. Take a big breath in. Exhale. Face the seat of the chair. Light stretches. Ready? We'll just start with forward fold. So you can use the chair or come away from the chair. You don't have to commit to one or the other. You can switch as needed. So when you're ready, you'll inhale, exhale, fold and forward. So you can stay up on the hands, down on the elbows. You can reach for the knees or the shins. You can reach for the ground. Even if your hands don't touch the ground. So just relax over the legs and let the spine stretch here. If your back of your legs feel tight today, you can have a little bend. Try straightening one and then the other gradually as we fold. Stay with your breath here. Again, just imagine any tension that you still have in the body rolling down the spine, off the head, dripping off the arms, onto the floor. Deep breaths. Maybe you have some movement here. Maybe you're moving through the hips or lifting one heel at a time, or maybe stillness feels good to you. Just pay attention to what your body is asking for today. Honoring that. Two more breaths here. Take one more big breath in. Stay for the exhale. Then inhale, sweep up. Slow. Use the chair for support if you need. And just take a moment, find your center, let the blood flow back down. Good. Couple breaths here. When you're ready, we're going to come into our pyramid pose. So dropping the hands. Exhale, hands to the chair. And we're just going to step the left foot back. This can be wide, this can be narrow, whatever feels best to you. If you feel like you need a big stretch, you can send the heel back farther. If that feels like too much, bring it in closer. Both toes should be pointing right at the chair. And then notice the hips. The right hip sometimes tries to move forward in this position. So see if you can just pull it in line with the left. You're really stretching through the backs of the legs here. You can stay up on your hands. You can come to your elbows. Whatever you like. Deep breaths. Stretch through its word. Take one more big breath in here. Exhale, we're just gonna bend the front leg, so coming into a lunge, deepening the stretch through the back of the leg. More inhale here. Exhale, straighten both legs. This is optional if you want to try this. You might want to bring your feet a little closer together. We're going to try lifting the front toes for a nice stretch through that front leg. So just a little heel dig if you want to. So it's optional, but one more big breath in. Exhale, release. Step the feet together. Then release. Exhale. Great. Take a look here. Blood flow back down. You can release your hands if you need to. Any stretches you need to do there. And then we're going to keep on the other side. Take your time. When you're ready, inhale, scoot back. Exhale, fold forward. Hands to the chair. Stepping the right foot back this time. Both toes looking right towards the chair. Again, this can be wide or narrow. Maybe it's the same on both sides. Maybe not. Tap that right hip in. Holding it here. Stretch the back of the legs. Again, more of a stretch. You can always take it wider, take it lower. Deep breaths. One more big thing. Exhale to your lunge, bending the front knee. Stretch for that back calf. Big breath in. Exhale, straighten both legs, and then you can lift the front toes if you want to. Heel dig. In. Exhale, release. Bring the feet together. Bend the knees. Inhale, sweep up to sleep. Exhale. Here. Let's go ahead and do our little twist. So just give the arms a swing. Good. Allow the movement to gradually get smaller. Good. Until you're back to center. Stand behind the chair. Finding your alignment here in your mountain pose. So just taking the feet hip distance, pointing the toes directly forward. And we're kind of evening out the weight front and back. Take a few moments just to get comfortable here. Think about the chin being level to the ground, back of the neck straightening out. And we're going to come into our tree pose. So take your time. You can do either side first. You're always welcome to keep both feet on the floor. You're always welcome to keep both hands on the chair or mix it up any way you like to. Maybe you do hands to heart center or just one, hands to the sides, or growing your branches. Palms together, whatever you like. Use a focal point if that helps you. Use your breath, lengthening through the spine, pressing into the foot. One more big breath in. And exhale, releasing down. Great. Shake it out. Nice. Release the bottoms of the feet, lifting one heel at a time. Great. And then same thing, other side, and it might not be exactly the same. Remember, that's okay. Take your time, find your mountain pose, plant the feet down, grow the head up tall, and then start to transition when you're ready. Remember, we want the foot above or below the knee, not right on top of. Find your focal point, find your breath. Great. One more big breath in. Exhale, slowly working your way down. Great. And relaxing with the feet again. Just shake it all out. Okay, when you feel ready, we'll come around and relax back down into the chair. Okay. So preparing for our meditation, just taking any final movements you want to, shaking out any excess energy or taking any final stretches. If anything feels like it still needs a little bit of a release before settling in, take your time to do that. And then just finding a comfortable position. Maybe resting the hands down by your sides to help release the shoulders, or on the lap. Maybe palms up for receiving or down for grounding. Comfortable spot for the feet. Starting to soften the gaze. And just observing once again all the sensations in the body. Noticing the effects of all the stretches that you've done and the good work you've done for yourself. Coming into a breathing exercise next. Lengthening the exhales to be longer than the inhales. Remembering that this is a signal to your brain that it's safe to relax. So on your own, just start off taking a nice full deep breath in. And then see if you can hold out the exhale for a little bit longer than the inhale. Just doing this comfortably at your own pace. Not trying to force anything. Breathing deep and letting go completely. And then as long as it would feel comfortable and not forced, we're going to add a count to the breath. You can continue going at your own speed, just lengthening the exhale if you'd like to, or you can join in on the count. So we'll breathe in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. And breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Hold. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Hold. Breathe in. Hold. And breathe out. Maybe you continue with the count in your own mind, breathing in for 4, pausing for 2, breathing out for 6, pausing for 2. Maybe you adjust the numbers to suit you better, just keeping that exhale a little longer. A few more rounds with breath like this. Not forcing anything, allowing it to happen gently and gradually. using the breath, sending the signal to the brain that now is a good time to relax, soothing the nervous system, softening the muscles, quieting the mind. Now, wherever you are in your breath count, go ahead and let it go. Let go of your whole practice. And just allow yourself to be present now. Allow the breath to flow in and out in a way that feels natural. Shifting your focus to start your body scan. Just letting your mind hop from one point in the body to the next, observing everything there is there to observe before moving on to the next. Starting with the toes, tops of the feet, bottoms of the feet, the ankles and the heels, the shins and the calves, all around the knees, all around the thighs and the hips, the low stomach up to the waist, the tailbone and the low back, up into the rib cage, the upper stomach and the middle back, the upper back and the chest, the lungs and the heart, the collarbone, the shoulder blades, the space between the shoulder blades, the back of the neck and the base of the neck, the tops of the shoulders, sides of the shoulders, the upper arms, elbows, lower arms, wrists, palms of the hands, backs of the hands, all 10 fingers, both sides of the neck and the throat, all along the jaw and the base of the skull, the tongue and the teeth, the lips, back of the head, the ears, the cheeks, the nose, between the eyes, the eyelids and eyebrows, forehead, and the top of the head. Bringing your focus to the entire left side of the body, the entire right side of the body, the entire front of body, and the entire back of the body. The whole top of the body and the whole bottom of the body. Now the whole body together, completely relaxed, calm, and peaceful. For our guided visualization today, just using all 5 senses to paint a picture in your mind, escaping somewhere that exists in your mind and that you have access to anytime. And as we go, you may picture somewhere that exists in your life that you've been to, or maybe you just paint a picture of somewhere new. Imagining yourself in the forest, sitting on a big rock that's been warming in the sun. Imagine all the green leaves around you and the sunbeams pouring through the treetops. Imagine there's a stream flowing right by the rock where you sit. Notice how it sparkles in the sunlight, all the different shades of blue and turquoise. Maybe you see or hear birds. Maybe you see a fish swimming by. Notice the sound of the breeze in the trees, the sound of the water trickling down, sounds of birds or fish splashing. Smell the fresh air, the fresh water from the stream. Feel the warmth of the rock underneath you. Maybe a gentle breeze around you. Maybe spray from the stream from time to time. And imagine as you sit here on the rock, gathering up any tension that you have found during your practice, any stress, any pain, just digging it out, maybe imagining it like a handful of dirt, and imagine just dropping it into the stream to be carried away, put to good use. Cleaning out any heavy, old, or negative energy from the body and releasing it into the stream. And as you do so, you begin to feel lighter and more at peace. You begin to feel more in control of your own life, more vibrant. Now holding all of these sights, sounds, smells, and feelings in your mind and in your body, we're going to rest quietly in meditation for a few minutes. My voice will call you back into the room when it's time. Very slowly start to allow the images to fade away, but allowing the positive feeling to stay with you in your body throughout your day. So starting to bring some movement back, maybe wiggling through the toes and fingers, or circling the hands and feet. Maybe stretching out the arms and legs and taking any movements that would help you to bring some energy back into the body. Taking your time and just gradually working your way to a tall seat. We'll seal our practice with a final sun breath, stretching the hands. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Thank you.